I'm gonna paint my cherry blossom branch in. And one thing to know about branches is that they're fattest as they get closer to the tree trunk. So here's a branch I was just sort of practicing on. We want it fatter and then getting skinnier as it goes out. This time I've got a little bit of a smaller brush than I used on here, so hopefully I can make those tips even smaller. But one way to change the size, if I get some paint here and you can sort of see what I mean, if I press down, I'm gonna get a pretty fat mark. If I use the tip, I can get a much skinnier mark. So as you're painting, you're also gonna be lifting up to make a skinnier mark, okay? Notice this tree branch has like a Y or a V in the middle. We're gonna do that too. Okay, here we go. Step one. You're gonna dip your brush in your paint, and I'm gonna dip into the brown and the white and this peach. I'm not mixing it all together. I'm not, because we want it to look like bark, which would have a lot of different colors in it, really. Okay, so find the middle. The bottom right now, and maybe your painting will end up turning and going horizontally, but for now we're gonna have it vertical. And the bottom where the white is, in the middle-ish, we're gonna start making the branch. This is a good spot to go ahead and push your brush down and just sort of make like a 1. Actually, it might be cool to kind of like make it a little bumpy, because we don't want it to be, anything in nature is not gonna be perfectly straight. So there you go, step 1, make a line. I'm dipping back into my paint again. Again, I'm not mixing, just dipping. I'm gonna bring this a little bit further up, and then as I get in the middle, I'm gonna go ahead and start to make it into basically a letter Y. And again, I'm not trying to keep it straight, and I am gonna go that way. I ran out of paint. So with one of the branches, and I'm gonna go this way with the other branch. So basically make a Y. Okay, next step is I'm gonna divide these Ys even into smaller Ys. So maybe I take a branch over here. And maybe there's a branch here. And notice these are not straight lines. I'm kind of curving them a little bit to make them look more natural. And this can be a Y here. Now when I get into those tips, that can be a little hard with these brushes, because they don't like to stand up with a lot of paint on them. But I can always cover up the tips if they look really rough or fat with a flower later anyway. But I'm trying to get them to be as skinny as I can at the end, right? That's what tree branches do. They get really, really skinny by the end. Maybe I even think, you know what, I'd like one right in here too. So there you go. There's my tree branch.